What's up everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. It has been a while since I have showed my face on the channel, but we've got a really cool video concept for you today. I'm sure you've already read the title, so let's just dive in. Okay, so if you've watched my most recent content and or watched my Twitch, you'll know that I'm making a Paper Mario style game called Paper Red in the Spirit Sync. It's currently what's playing behind us, as you can see. And for the longest time, I've been really wanting someone to draw Red and some of the other characters so that I could do outside game promotion for maybe stickers, badges, t-shirts, you know, merch, that sort of thing. But I'm sure, as you can imagine, it's actually kind of difficult trying to find someone that does this specific style, like the paper art style, until I went onto Fiverr. Now, if you don't know what Fiverr is, and have been living under a rock apparently, Fiverr is basically a website where you go to have professionals and I guess beginners as well pay for your stuff. Not pay for your stuff, you pay them for stuff. They'll do drawings, animations. I mean, the list is huge. Basically, if you need anything made, they're the ones to go to. And luckily, when I went on, there was actually only 2 artists that promoted doing the Paper Red style. So, the first artist on Fiverr who does the Paper Mario style is someone going by the name of Master Kalutum. I'm really sorry, I'm butchering your name. But they were actually the most affordable price for the base pack, which they call the Luigi pack. It's about $12.85. Not too bad if you're wanting a basic drawing of a paper style. And they do go for anything. You don't actually have to choose, obviously, a character from the Paper Mario. You can choose any of your own OCs and he'll draw it. And draw it very well he did. But that's for later. The next artist that is on Fiverr is a guy called, or girl, I'm not entirely sure, called Pentax25. This one, a bit pricier. I mean, a bit pricier. A few quid more, to be honest. They go by the Colour Splash Classic look, and it comes in at $17.13. Now, there is a difference between both of the packs, and we'll get into that now. So, the main difference is Pentax25 charges a little bit more, but offers a bit more detail within the design itself. So any shading, any kind of clothing folds that you've maybe got on your character, he'll draw in naturally rather than leaving it a base colour. The other one, which is, oh god, I forgot the name. I'm just going to call him Master Kill just to make it easier so I don't keep butchering the second part. Master Kill offers a much more basic package. He'll just do the kind of, sometimes he'll you know, do in, because he did for me, like the kind of cut-ins of like folded clothing and stuff. But the biggest difference is he'll actually do the character in a second pose. So if you wanted them doing a running pose, he'll actually do it and he'll animate it for you. So you're actually getting quite a bit more for your money. Well, actually, it's cheaper, so you're getting way more and you're spending less. But it all comes down to the, you know, the quality of the drawing as well. It's not just, because I mean, you could give you a million things, but if the drawing isn't up to standards, then, you know, it doesn't really work out. So now it's time to talk about, you know, the kind of main point of the video. They both had slightly different reviews, all good, which was fantastic. Obviously different prices and stuff like that. And being the absolute money bank that I am, I decided to hire them both with the prospect of whoever had the best one would then be hired again for the next 4 characters to draw for me. So I didn't tell them this. I didn't want to be like, you know, do your best and I'll pay you more sort of thing. They have both obviously been paid for their drawing of Red, which I will show the character model now. So this is what they're trying to draw. This little model here, this is what they're trying to get as close to. I did tell them to go as close to the model as possible because I didn't want, obviously, 2 completely different characters, one for in-game, one for promoting out-game. And One of them are actually finished. I believe it's Master Kill. He's actually finished with his drawing. I haven't seen the final concept, but I have seen some earlier concepts, and I have seen some earlier concepts of the more pricier guy as well. So we'll see. I guess this video will also continue recording once they're done. What's up everyone, welcome back, Red here. It has been a wee while since we last recorded part 1 of the getting our paper reds of our Fiverr artists, but the art is done, they're ready to be shown, and let's just dive right into it. So, as we previously stated before, they are trying to basically convey this little character on screen as best they can for the price that they can. Killiam was at, I believe, £15, and Penatax 25 was at £20 per drawing. First of all, we're going to show you Killiam's as we have it on screen and ready to go. We'll talk about what's good, what's bad, what's not right, and what's not left, and then we'll show the other one off. Okay, so let's just dive into it. Shaboom! There is our drawing of our first little red. Honestly, got nothing to complain about. They did exactly what I was after. The only thing that is potentially letting it down is the shorts. The shorts aren't as detailed, and you would have remembered in the photo. I know it was 2 seconds ago for you, but it's been like a week and a half for me. So the shorts are not the exact same style as the game character shorts. That's the only difference I can see personally, other than maybe slight shading or the kind of zigzag. His is more rounded, but honestly, £13 for what we get, I can't complain. He also gave us a gif of him kind of bobbing up and down, and one of him running, and he also did a second pose of the character running anyway. That's him right there, bada bing bada boom. He's actually got it of all stages, so kind of slightly swung, fuller swung, and then here we are. £13 for what I asked for is absolutely fantastic. The only downside again is the shorts. The shorts don't quite match the character model, but to be honest, that is kind of my fault. I didn't push more for it. One of those things where you're kind of like, oh, I hope I'm not asking for too much. I really should have just, said it and then wait for the artist to come back and tell me whether or not it's too much. But everything else is perfect. He looks great, he looks like the character. Honestly, £13 for that, plus a couple of gifts in a different pose, it's an absolute steal. If you're looking to get a Paper Mario character drawn under a certain price, or for a budget, I would guess under £20, Killiam is definitely the guy to go to, and he will be, of course, in the comment description below of the video, so if you want to check him out, you can. Now, let's move on to Penatax. Okie doke. Here we have it. Sorry, my green screen's going nuts there. This is Penatax's version of Red. As you can see, the shorts are... everything is practically insanely accurate to the actual character model. The head could be a slight bit bigger, but that's just me nitpicking a bit. The boots are the exact same, although have a wee bit more design in them. The shorts are spot on. The shorts are the exact same for the character model as they are that. He's got the zigzag. What I like about this is he's also got the white outline, very similar to kind of older paper or newer paper Mario games. In the game, as you've seen, Red doesn't actually have a white outline. But again, for promotional purposes outside of Dreams or outside of just gaming in general, this looks really, really nice. He also did a running pose, but that's not the one that we should be looking at because it doesn't have the eyebrows. There we go. There is the running pose with the eyebrows, very similar to how Red is in the actual game. Now, the only thing I'm going to say negatively about this, and it does actually have a white outline, that one's not there. Let me see if we can grab that real quick. There we go. There's the white outline with the running. The only thing I'm going to say negatively, or just in difference to the other one, is in order to get the running pose, it was an extra £10. Now obviously, if you're getting characters made up, it's a small price to pay, but compared to the fact that one guy done it for 13, all of it, plus gave you a couple of gifts, you know, I would maybe look into him if you're really trying to save money. If you've got a bit of money to spend and you want it seemingly more professionally done, he's definitely your guy to go to. Honestly, both drawings are fantastic. I would have been happy with either one of them. They really nailed what I was after. It came down to slight details, and that's why I think I have to give Pen Attacks the edge. He kind of got, you know, all the details, including, you know, shorts and stuff like that, spot on, which is perfect. Now a couple of drawbacks that both users have. I think both users immediately start off with they have a month to deliver the product, which is fine, you know, sometimes a drawing takes a while. My issue was communication. There wasn't a lot of communication throughout that month. In fact, it was quite radio silent for the first couple of weeks. It wasn't until I kind of asked, oh, how's things getting on, where they would give a small update. But actually twice I was told by both of them at certain points that they hadn't even started and that they were starting soon. That can be frustrating, but you can pay to have it sped up. So if you want it done there and then, you can have it sped up. I will say that when they did start work on it, they were very quick with it. They, you know, banged it out. It was a quick and easy process, but that initial communication really wasn't there for me. And as someone that's, doesn't matter how much money, as someone that's putting money towards something, I wanted a bit more kind of discussion, or at least be told that, you know, things will be quiet for a while. I just like to be told what's going on, especially if money's going towards it, especially if I've got the prospect of paying more at a later date. I definitely want there to be, you know, a proper open communication and not just radio silence. But that's just me. And again, you can pay for both of them to speed it up. So maybe that's the kind of, I mean, marketing, I don't do it, so I don't, you know, work in that place, so I can't really tell. But yes, please let me know in the comments below which one you prefer. Do you prefer the cheaper one but not as accurate, or do you prefer the much more accurate one at a higher price? I am going to go with the more expensive one. I think I really like how he got red, and I love the white outline, and he kind of nailed it right away, really got what I was after. Whereas Kill 'Em, it took some kind of talking and, you know, but hey, that's part of the process. I really can't say bad things about either of them. They both did fantastic, and I'm happy with both products. If I had only one of them, I would have been completely happy either way. But yes, if you would like to help out the channel, we do have a Patreon. The Patreon money goes towards doing things like commissioning. So any money that I make from any online thing that I do, it gets put right back into the channel to help with making more awesome stuff. So if you want to see Paper Red and the Spirit Ink get bigger, get cooler, consider going over to Patreon. You can do it for as cheap as £1. You get your name in a little board, you get featured, you get talked about. It's quite nice, and the community is really nice as well. Alternatively, I'm on Twitch, Red Sakatsu. I'm also on YouTube, which is where this video is, unless you're watching it somewhere else. But yes, thank you for watching, everyone. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Bye.